Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Piofiore, and we're still going down the finale route, and we're in chapter 6, I think? Anyway. And we were getting into our meanwhile stories, but we didn't get a chance to finish them because we were kind of already over time. So, we're going to finish, we're going to do these, and then finish this little scene, even though it'll probably take like 5 minutes. But still, we were already over time. I'm assuming we're Henry then. No, maybe it's... No? Well, it's not... Oh, well, Yang and the twins left the church. That was where we were. But here was where Marco met Henry. But are we Yang? Why wouldn't it say we're Yang? So... Maybe it's because where he's with the twins. But usually it would be like if it's Yang's perspective, it would tell you. So... Who's... I'm just gonna... I don't know who it is, so... I'm just gonna read it kind of normal until we figure it out. But... We were on our way back from the church. Oh. Okay, so it's either Lon or Faye. Yeah, I'll read it like Faye, it's easier. Yang said he needed to go somewhere and left us alone. He sure wanders a lot. I guess he just wants to be alone. I kind of wish when it said others it would tell you who, because like it's so confusing sometimes. We don't have to worry about Yang, that's for sure. The one to really worry about is... Lon doesn't look good. Lon, it's bothering you, right? What Yang said before about leaving us at the church? No! Why would that bother me? Huh. It's so obvious. I looked out into the street and saw some food stalls around. Milano doesn't have many food stalls outside. Must mean Arca's pretty safe. Mom was dragging her feet ahead of me, so I ran to one of the food stall stands. Hey, how about 2 of these? The round ones. I paid for the snacks, then chased after Lon. Lon was walking really slow. Caught up to her in an instant. Here, Lon, there's snacks. You're hungry, right? You can have the big one. Huh? Oh, snacks! How'd you get them? Magic? I bought them. See, was it? I think that's what everyone else calls them. Sida? No idea what he's saying anyway. Wow, it has honey on it. Lunchtime. Lon's smile was back. Lon, you're too easy to read. You're not even trying to hide your feelings. Lon choked under... Oh, Ciada? Is it Ciada? Cida? Ciada. Ciada, I'm guessing. And stared at me with a surprised look on her face. Hey, I'm your twin, you know. I can read you like a book. It's no use faking your feelings in front of me. What are you saying? You know, I know what you're thinking too. Oh? What am I thinking now? I know. The girl at the stand was pretty. He was an old man. You lose. Hey! What? Cut it out! It's my job to keep Lon happy. It's also my job to protect her. Well, I'll get it right next time. No, you won't. Ugh! I hate you, Faye! That came out of nowhere. I was surprised at how painful her words to me were. I lied! Oh, I lied! You're the only one who has my back, Faye. You don't need to tell me that. No one else can cover you with how all over the place you are. The only one who can be with Lon is me. It's interesting that we had a little aside with the twins. But it's cute. Henry's not going to hurt them, is he? Oh, here we are. Hello, direttore. Oh, I was like, what is that? I happened to glance at my desk. Something was missing. I like how they do direttore. Like, we're supposed to not know that direttore is Henry. Like, we couldn't do the fucking math. Come on. Ooh, all right. Yang and the noisy twins left the church. Their sudden visit was surprising, but it was also quite illuminating. The previous Key Maiden's parents were killed. That's why she was in the Falzone family's custody. Her name, Chloe Lambert. The following day, I was with Elena sweeping up the entrance to the church. Elena spoke worriedly to the elderly woman who came to offer her prayers. That looks very heavy. Do you need help?
Oh, it's just a bit big because it has all the things I need.
Are you going to move somewhere?
I'm leaving the house as it is. I'll be staying with my daughter in Arca for a while. I lived all my life in Creta, but now the place has only gotten worse.
Worse?
Oh yes, you should see all the riots that happened there. I left early because I knew not many people would be outside. I wanted to come and say my prayers, too.
I see. I didn't know Creta was in such a state. Elena's voice was heavy. I was sure she was feeling the same anxiety as I was. We gathered at the refectory as usual to have lunch that Elena prepared. Space, are you alright? Huh? About what?
You haven't eaten anything yet.
Oh. I realized I'd been thinking the whole time since we sat. I'm sorry, I think I was just in a bit of a daze.
Sis, you alright? You sick or something? You've been working hard since your return. Why not take a rest for today?
Elena, Orlok, the children, and even Sister Sophia were worried about me. Thank you. I'm so blessed to have them in my life. Their kindness brought warmth to my heart. But now is not the time to take things easy. Why is my thing not work? I don't know, things not working. I didn't know why, but something didn't feel right. That was why I had been deep in thought the whole day. In fact, this odd feeling had been with me since breakfast.
Space, what are you thinking about?
Oh, nothing at all. It's just that something feels strange. Oh, wait. Oh, don't mind me. I think I need to get some fresh air, that's all. I leave the kitchen. Orlok followed me with a concerned look on his face. Luca! As I stepped out into the yard, Luca came wobbling up.
Huh? I thought you were at the Visconti Manor.
Some things happened and now I'm back.
Do you know him?
Yes, he's a very nice boy. Luca, what brings you here today? It was unusual to see Luca around in Arca. Were you going to see Gil? Or did you have something... Luca! I quickly grabbed a hold of Luca before he fell to the ground. Jesus Christ, is this fucking kid gonna die in every goddamn thing? Like, leave this kid alone. Jesus! He's burning up. Luca was limp in my arms, and it looked like he was in a daze. Orlok, please help me. I need to carry him to my room.
Understood.
Orlok nodded. His slight but powerful body easily lifted Luca up into his arms. Poor fucking Orlok. He's gonna watch Luca die and get sad again. Jesus Christ. Luca was panting heavily.
It looks like he's afflicted with malaria.
Malaria?
We need to have a doctor see him.
Elena's calling for the doctor now. Suddenly, the door flew open and Elena came running inside. Elena, what's the matter? The phone! It's not working! Someone cut the lines. They're trying to kill Luca. Why? I left with Elena to the refectory to test the phone again. But... See? Nothing happens when I dial! Like Elena said, it didn't work. What's going on? We didn't have the time to be standing in front of a phone that wasn't working. Did Henry cut the phone lines when he saw Yang go into the church and we didn't come out? He couldn't kill me, so he cut the... He couldn't cut me, so he cut the phone lines? Anyway. Elena, can you please help Sister Sophia out? What are you going to do? I have a plan. Going to get the fucking doctor. I'm going to run there. I left Elena and ran out of the refectory.
Space, what are you planning to do?
Orlok! Orlok called my name the moment I stepped outside. I didn't notice he followed me. He must have known what I was thinking because he was frowning at me sternly. If the phone doesn't work, someone has to go and get the doctor directly. I'm like, I have a plan! Like, what are you going to do? I have a plan! The proper answer to, what are you going to do? I'm going to go get the fucking doctor. Find someone to go get the doctor. We're going to have to go there ourselves. I mean, like, we just make it sound like we're going to do something totally fucking sus or something instead of go get the doctor. But Orlok, I'm so sorry, but can you go and get the doctor? I recalled how fast Orlok could move back when I saw him in action at the church. He could surely get the doctor faster than I could. Berlone also wasn't very safe at the moment. I was certain that Orlok would be able to cope with any unexpected events. This might be the best course of action. I am happy you're relying on me. I was worried you were about to say that you were going by yourself. But I can't fulfill your request. Orlok looked vexed. I want to help him too. Under normal circumstances, we should send for a doctor. But things aren't normal here. My mission is to protect you. Orlok! So I can't leave you at the church. Are you sure you can't? Yes. I want and need to protect you. If something happens, I won't be able to answer to Bishop Rosberg and everyone who trusted me. I'm sorry I can't fulfill your request, but please, I hope you understand. Do you understand? Yes, I do. So, I suppose I'll have to go after all. Space, what are you? Don't worry, I understand what you said. Your job is to protect me, and you said you can't leave me here at church. So if I go and get the doctor myself, I would have to follow you. You can't be serious. It'll be fine. I smiled in response at his confusion. I'm the fastest runner in the church. Not that I could beat you, though. No, I can't leave. I can't let you leave. Berlone isn't safe and Arca isn't much better. Yes, it's dangerous out there, but I need to go. Luca needs a doctor now. Wait! I'm so sorry! I rushed out of the church grounds, leaving Orlok behind me. Really? After leaving church for a while, we heard the clamor of people shouting. And there's a riot. We can't go there. It's a bit farther, but we can go. Hey, look! Isn't that the Visconti's girl? How would you fucking know I'm just a blonde chick in town? God. The counterfeiting mobster's woman? What's she doing here? Oh.
The counterfeiting mobster's woman? What's she doing here?
It's an old man, so sorry. We were immediately surrounded. Their eyes were burning with anger. Oh, maybe it's an old... Hey, come with... Don't touch her. No, Orlok! I tried to restrain Orlok, seeing that his eyes were dead serious. He better not get fucking killed. His hand was in his coat, holding the hilt of his dagger. What? You want to fight? Stupid brat. I'll kick your ass. No, you won't. The men started to surround Orlok. Get out of the way. Ah! He pushed me down to the ground. Space. The crowd moved between us. I bet you're having fun with our money, damn mafia.
No, wait. She's that girl from the church. She's a mafia woman?
Wait, so what? The church is teaching her how to handle men or something? Oh my fucking god, the leaps you just took. Huh.
I didn't expect the church to be working with the mafia. Disappointing.
Insults came from all directions. Retaliate. I love the fact that that's it. Like, don't you dare slam the church! You heathens! We aren't like that! I don't care if they spoke ill of me. But I couldn't just let them go on about the people at church. The church is the house of God. The sisters are innocent. How dare you all say that when you know better? Talking back just because you got the mafia behind you, huh? Damn bitch, take this! One of the men in the crowd went into a rage and raised his fist at me. Fucking Roberto pops in. You gonna fucking hit a woman? I mean, I know I was gonna kill her. Probably rape her in one thing, but like, we don't fucking hit women. Hey. I closed my eyes, ready for pain to strike. But the pain I imagined never came. Henry? It would be so much better. What the? Get out of my way! His fist struck, not me, but the person who jumped in to protect me. You'd think it's Orlok, but I feel like it should be Henry, because it should be him in this route, right? Yeah, it is. Henry! I held back a scream as I supported his staggering body. Be gone! Why you? Orlok used brute force to tear away at the mob as he approached. Let's go. I'll clear the way. Come with us! We followed after Orlok as he cleared a path, with me holding up Henry along the way. Oh, I love the fact that Orlok was there, but Henry's the one who saved us from a punch. That's so sweet. Oh, he's a good boy. I know he's, like, kind of shady and evil, but, like, I mean, again, Nicola was shady. Fucking Yang is evil as shit. So, like, you can't, but, like, Henry stood up for us, and that was sweet. Even if he is shady. I love my Phantom, okay? Just shut up, I love him. Orlok finally came to a stop after we could no longer hear the mob behind us. Suddenly, Henry shook off my arm. Are you okay? Yes, forgive me. Why was he apologizing? He got hurt protecting me. If anything, I should be the one apologizing. Space, who is he? I recall seeing him at the church before. I replied to Orlok. This is Henry. Yes, I know him. Why can't we say this is Henry instead of yes, I know him? This is the right answer, but it seems weird. Yes, I know him. I don't want to drag him into this. I kept my replies simple and vague. I know you protected her, but I can't trust you simply because of that. I won't let you go if you do anything to her. Orlok! After holding Henry back, Orlok turned to look at me. Please, let's head back. It's too risky to get the doctor like this. I'm sorry, Orlok, but Luca was still suffering from a fever. His malaria wasn't just going to vanish. It would only worsen over time. I needed to get a doctor to him before it was too late. We've come this far already. We can't just turn back now. Orlok's brow furrowed when... Huh? What are you two doing here? I was expecting Henry to be like, I'll get the doctor for you. Okay, so he's like way blonde. But see, his eyes are like purpley, kind of pink at the top, but they're yellow on the bottom. But still, there's too much of the purpley pink kind of going on in everybody's eyes and the semi-type of blonde hair for our side characters. You know? Leo, what are you doing here? He's like got the cheese blonde hair, but I love him. Oh, I was just heading to the church to deliver some supplies. Leo was looking at us curiously, so I briefly explained the situation. After I finished, Orlok suggested a plan. You go back to the church with him. I'll get the doctor. We don't have much time. Hurry. We need to act before another riot. You want me to guard her? Leave it to me, Orlok. Thank you, Leo. And I'm sorry, Orlok. I don't apologize. I'm fine as long as you're safe. Orlok smiled, then quickly ran off to get the doctor. Before I knew it, he disappeared from sight. Okay, so like Henry's hair was like a softer blonde than Leo, but I'm just saying, like, everybody's some kind of blonde in this. Like, oh, we better get moving. Oh, is he with you too? Okay, his eyes are more like just full purple. But still, actually, you know what the funny thing is? He's so, like, his eyes are so much like, I don't want to say dull, because they're not, but they're like a softer color, and like Leo is like fucking bright. He's got like the neon fucking yellow hair, his eyes are like bright colors, and like Henry is just so like muted, subtle. But all of our background characters have some kind of blonde hair and those purpley pink eyes, is all I'm saying. They got some kind of shades of that going on. So it's just sus, okay? Again, it's probably literally like, the background characters are all these, this is their palette, because they don't, this way they don't stand out as much as your main love interest, but it's just funny. Yes, he saved me earlier. Got it! Well, don't you worry, I'll get you both back safely to the church. Henry's like, seriously? Really? Elena was pacing back and forth in front of the church. Space! She ran toward me. Oh, you! Right. I am so glad you're safe. You went to get the doctor, didn't you? Yes, but there was a problem along the way, so I had to come back. Problem? Elena looked concerned. She finally noticed that there were two other people with me. She's like, wow, Orlok split. Oh, Leo! And you're with her, too. And you! Oh, Henry, my precious, I love you. His eyes were a little yellow underneath, too. I'm just saying they have the same, like, they use the same palette. Like, Henry gave a troubled smile. Orlok went to get the doctor instead. I see. Well, I'm just glad that you're safe, Space. It's too bad the phone didn't work. The doctor could have been here by now. I doubt the doctor could have come here alone with the way things were now. Now that I think about it, having Orlok go to get the doctor was probably the right call. Your phone doesn't work? I could take a look at it. Huh? You know how to fix it? Well, if it's something minor, I should be able to get it working again. Wow! Would you then? Here, this way! Oh my god, the love connection happening right here. These two. Oh, but can I go to the kitchen first? I have some supplies for you. Elena and Leo talked as they made their way to the refectory. We grab onto Henry. Oh, they're growing up so fast. Henry and I were now alone together, which is what he wants and what I want too. My god, look at him. He's beautiful. I love you so much. Henry, let me check your injury. And no, it's nothing serious. You've reached the church safely, so I'll excuse myself. No, please let me treat you now. It was my fault. He looks so sad. Don't leave me, Henry. I love you. Just tell him. Be like, don't leave me. I love you. I would do anything for you. Even forsake the mafia. Okay, so like the way this works, Henry, is there's a man harem, and when we're in the man harem, everyone gets along. Outside the man harem, you want to bicker and argue, that's fine, but we don't hurt the other man harem residents. There's a zero tolerance policy for fighting. You will have to go sit in the fucking corner. You will get shamed, you will sit in the corner, and you will not be invited to the cuddle parties. Look, I just need everyone to get along in the man harem because Yang would be the first person that everyone would string the fuck up, okay? They would take him out and it would be like, why? Why did you kill our I know he's trash, but we still have to respect him a little bit, okay? And Yang would be the first person picking fights and like trying to, Yang, stop it, corner. He's in the corner a lot, you know it. Henry hesitated at first, but then finally nodded in agreement. Well, let's go to... The kids at the monastery may be frightened to see someone injured like this. It was probably not a good idea to have too many people around Henry either. The church. I am sure no one's in there now. With what had been going on, hardly anyone came to visit, even during the daytime. Understood. The church was completely empty. I looked at the front near the entrance. Because I feel like maybe in this one, like, his thing with us, his interest in us, isn't, like, romantic. It's probably supposed to be like, you're the keymate and I'm trying to protect you from the evil mobsters who, like, killed my sister, basically, you know? And then, like, that's the romance ending because he falls in love with us. Aww. Like, because we love you. But he didn't make any sign of the cross and simply headed to one of the pews. Huh. When entering the church, we usually use the water in the front to bless ourselves. Why didn't he do it? Maybe he's not religious, girl. Jesus. I've seen him here a number of times, but was he not a believer? Questions started forming in my mind. I love how he didn't cross himself and all of a sudden, wait, now he's suspicious. He's been suspicious from the get-go, but okay, this is what triggers you? Wait a moment. Let me get a towel. She's like he walked into a church and didn't know what to do. Not everyone is fucking I mean, I guess maybe more people in that time period and in Italy and in the city were, so it seems odd to her, but it's just funny. After seeing Henry nod, I hurried to the dormitory to get a towel. I quietly opened the door and was greeted by Sister Sophia. I just came to see how Luca was doing.
He's been stable so far. Things should be fine for now.
I held Luca's small, warm hand and whispered close to his ear. Just a little longer, Luca. Orlok should be back with the doctor any minute now. Oh. Mending. Are we going to Henry, who's sitting in the church? We're going to somebody. It's others. The phone looks fine. I don't see anything wrong with it. They cut the lines outside. See, that's what I said. Really? But it doesn't work. And then maybe... I checked the whole phone in and out, and a possibility came to mind. Maybe the phone line's severed. Let me check the connections. Oh, okay, in this way. Uh-huh. Henry cut the fucking phone lines. I gently touched Luca's sleeping face. I then took a towel from the cabinet and headed back out. I returned to the church halls with a clean towel and a bowl of water in hand. Henry was sitting in a pew and looking at the altar in a daze. It didn't seem like he even noticed me enter. I called out to him. "Are you praying?" We know he's not. "Henry?" I quietly spoke his name. He slowly looked my way. "Does it still hurt?" "I appreciate your asking, but that's not it. I was just remembering things. It's been a while since I've been inside a church." "Really?" "Yes." He didn't come inside the church after all those times he came to visit? I guess Henry isn't a believer after all. It's quite unusual. Apart from the Lao Shu, most people in Europe follow the teachings of the church. Okay, see, that makes sense. Oh, here. It should be cold enough. I awkwardly sat next to Henry and tried to put the cool towel against his head. Henry suddenly drew away from me. Huh? I didn't expect Henry's reaction at all. He spoke without looking at me. "I don't require any treatment. As I said, it isn't a serious injury. It doesn't hurt anymore. And no one will ever know that I have a black eye with my mask on." "Huh?" Of course it hurts. Isn't it swollen?" "And no, it really isn't." "It's fine. Hold still." We got our first CG with him. Oh my god. I forced the towel to the side of his head. I'm sorry. We got our first CG. I'm so fucking excited. We made it like halfway through this fucking game. Oh, we're in chapter 6 for fuck's sake. Oh. He looks so sweet and sad. Look at his giant eyes. They look giant compared to the rest of his face, but like, oh. Oh. I love him so much. He's gonna break my heart. Oh, God. Henry held his breath in surprise and froze in place. Oh, no, he was saying Chloe. He was because it's CH? Yeah. I heard him saying something. I thought he said something, but I probably shouldn't ask him about it. I continued. "Does it hurt?" "Oh, he does. He has a mark on his face." "No, I'm just surprised by how cold it is." The hall filled with silence. I looked at his face as he averted his gaze. "Thank you for protecting me, Henry. You warned me so often not to get involved with the Mafia, but I didn't listen to you. This town was in distress, just as Henry predicted. You gave up on me back then, after I denied what you said, but you still protected me, even at the risk of your life. Thank you, and I'm sorry." Henry listened to my words in silence, then finally turned toward me. Oh, we get the close-up of his face! I love him. "And you still won't change your ways, even knowing I'm right." "Yes, there are things that need to be done, no matter the risks involved." It was the same as today. I could have lost my life, but I still needed to go on. "I thought you'd say that." Henry exhaled deeply and gave a mirthless chuckle. "You're going to forgive me?" "There's nothing to forgive. I don't have the right to bind you to any actions." I took the now warm towel from his head and dipped it into the bowl of water again. I squeezed the towel dry, then placed it back onto the swollen bruise. I love that we get to stare at his beautiful face in the CG. I'm so excited! Henry? I decided to say what I wasn't able to before. What happened before has been bothering me. You remember how we parted ways after you tried to warn me? You told me we probably wouldn't meet again, so I thought it was the end. So, when I saw you here again, I was surprised and happy to see you. I suppose it's not surprising that we'd meet again by chance. We do live in the same town. I'm glad we were able to meet again. He was quiet the whole time I was talking. Maybe we met today because... Oh, okay. You ruined it, game. We had this beautiful, touching moment where we got to stare at his gorgeous face, and now he's saying that, and the look in his eyes, the anger, is like, God brought us together. I can't do Henry's voice when he starts saying God. God brought us together. That's not his voice. I don't know what's happening. Anyway. Because he's supposed to, you can tell he's angry when he's saying it. He's not like, God brought us together. It's God brought us together. Fucking serious. I froze, forgetting what I was going to say. His voice was cold and ruthless. His eyes were devoid of life. Oh, Space! There you are! Elena, do you need something? Orla came back with the doctor. Thank goodness. Let's go! Oh, but wait. Isn't he your friend? Yes. I wanted to go and make sure Luca's okay, but I couldn't leave Henry alone. It's my fault he got hurt. Well, we'll be with the doctor to make sure things are okay. He must have noticed my hesitation. Henry silently removed the towel from his head. And the pain has subsided. I must get going. Like God brought us together. Because, you know, he's like talking nice. God brought us together. I cannot wait. We got... What? We're going to have to pick some of these... It's going to be so fun listening to the voice acting. We might have a whole part for that. I don't even know. We'll have to see when we get to the bad ending after this, where we go. But you should rest and... No, I don't intend to stay any longer. Because I feel like there are moments where he, like, likes us, but then he just gets angry about it. Like, I think he's grappling with some shit. Like, because I really, honestly, the only reason he was kind of following us around and telling us to be careful is because we were the key maiden he knows. And it wasn't like, oh my God, she's really, like, not like Roberto, where he's like, oh, she's a pretty girl. And then, wait, she's in the mafia. I need to protect her. It's not like that. With Henry, it's like, oh, you're a key maiden. Okay, and we could just be anybody. And he probably would have done the same thing. But now, as we're spending more time with him, I think that's coming that, like, weird, you can tell she's like, I'm so glad I got to see you again. It's not like, oh, hey, cool, you're here, great. She has more of a connection, like, wow, I just love seeing you. And you feel that budding kind of romance that she's feeling. But I feel like he's in this weird, like, yeah, I like seeing you, but then I'm angry about the mafia, and you're angry, and he's just like, I don't think he can handle it. Like, I think he was just trying to be nice and warn us away from the mafia, and maybe he's starting to, like, have feelings, but he's also still just so pissed about the whole mafia thing that it's just never going to go. His love for us isn't going to go away. And that's why we have to have a separate ending for the romance, because otherwise it's just going to be normal ending, but... It's going to get dark soon, and I'd rather avoid walking around at night. Of course. Please be careful. Without a word, Henry left the church. We got our first CG. I thought we were having a moment. The doors to the church slowly closed. I love you, Henry. What did you say? Nothing. I better go and check on Luca. Despite trying to shake off my thoughts, I felt a pang in my heart. God brought us together. I can't do his voice and say, God brought us together. I just can't do it. I cannot start off the sentence. I don't know why. Anyway. His cold words echoed in my mind. If I don't go after Henry now, I probably will never see him again. Space? I'm sorry, Elena. Can you go ahead of me? I hurriedly ran outside to give chase. He's standing outside waiting for us. Henry was gone. He left already? I couldn't leave the church grounds alone. With a sliver of hope remaining, I ran to the garden. Henry! I sighed in relief, seeing him there. Seeing me run toward him, Henry's eyes were wide in astonishment. He's like, wait, what? Are you all right? I thought you needed to go. Yes. I nodded. I looked at Henry's bewildered face. I love the fact that you can hear the wind, because you just can feel the wind blowing your hair beautifully. His hair blowing beautifully in the wind. You can just imagine it. About what we discussed earlier, I don't think we met today because of God. It was because I wanted to see you, Henry. So, maybe I was just lucky. I was a little embarrassed, but I smiled. Of course, I don't think it was luck, but Henry looked so sad earlier, so probably... Henry looked at me without saying a word. After some time passed, if so, and then luck must be on my side too. I happened to see you in town today. I'd better thank luck. Henry's smiling. That's so cute. I returned to smile with relief. Because the thing is, if you're not religious and someone else is like, God brought us together, you're like, it was just a series of, like, no, it had to be God. What, you think God brought us together? He's a little more angry about it than, like, most people. But, like, I kind of appreciate that she's like, I'm just going to say luck, because he's triggered by the word God, so I'm just going to, like, she's so considerate. I returned to smile with relief on her friend. I think I said all I needed to say for now. Well, I'll see you again, Henry. Yes, again. Never mind. Henry? Someone's saying, I can't change my plans now. There's no turning back. It's too late. I'm thinking it was Henry. I'm pretty sure it was Henry. Like, I can't change my plans now. If I can't turn back, it's too late. Because he's like... But now all of a sudden it's... A voice called him. It just... I mean, it could be somebody else. But it sounds like something Henry would say, you know what I mean? Like, I can't change my... Like, I'm starting to fall for her, but I can't change my plans now. Anyway, a voice called to me as I left the church. You there? Oh, no, it was Leo. Okay, so we were Leo. Okay, so I think this, I can't change my plans now, there's no turning back, it's too late. I think that was Henry / Direttore. So this, okay, now we're Leo. A voice called to me as I left the church. You there? Oh, you're that person from earlier. And thank you for today. It was good timing. Do you have some time to talk? Oh, we can converse while walking. Okay, listen to me. Listen to me. Fucking listen to me, Henry. Are you fucking listening? I love you. I love you so fucking much, but god damn it, if you hurt fucking Leo, I don't know if I can handle that. Leo is a precious good boy, and we have made it through this whole fucking game without anything happening to Leo. And if you were the one to hurt Leo, I don't know how I'm gonna handle that. Look, I can forgive Dante what he did in Orlok's tragic ending, because it was a tragic ending, and those are not canon, which is like, look, this is some bad shit that, we pretend that didn't happen. We crumple it up, we throw it away, that shit never happened, okay? But this is the finale end. And there is no way at this point that even when we go down your romantic end, that you are not going to do the same. Hold on. Pause. Nope. The Henry end comes in chapter 8. So help me God, Henry. If you fucking hurt Leo. Oh my god, no. It's gonna be so hard to love you and forgive you. Because it's not like, okay, well that was the finale end, but when we get the romantic end, Leo's fine. No. No, the romantic end doesn't come until chapter 8, and if you hurt Leo... Leo didn't do anything. Even Yang didn't kill Leo, is all I'm saying, okay? Don't do this to me. I don't want to go any further. I want to stop playing this game. We're done now. Henry's great and wonderful. We will never fucking see the rest of it because I can't handle the idea that he might hurt Leo. Okay. All right, we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay. This might actually make me cry if he hurts Leo. Okay. And again, Leo is not best boy because of being a romantic interest at all. Leo is just best goddamn boy. Leo, you are best. You are best sweet angel baby, and no one can hurt you. I will fucking kill anyone who hurts you. I will kill for you. Just to keep him safe. He's precious. Like, I just want to protect him. Again, it's like everybody else. Okay, you're good boys. I love you. You're my sexy. Come into the man harem. Leo is my sweet little puppy dog. We're going to go out and play fetch in the yard. Leave him alone. Okay? Protect him like an innocent puppy that he is. Leave him alone. Oh, God. Okay. Do you have some time to talk? Oh, we can converse while walking. I need to head back to the manor. I don't exactly have all the time in the world. Leo, don't do it. But I guess we can talk while I head back. I couldn't give him the cold shoulder knowing he was friends with Space. Oh, no! Oh, what got him killed? I'm sorry, I love Henry, but I don't trust him right now. Sure, what about? It's about Spacey. She's taken good care of me. I wish to repay her for her kindness. Do you know what she likes? Oh, Henry, sweetie, if you're not gonna hurt him, I love you so much right now. Please don't hurt him. What she likes? I'd been with her since back when she was at the Visconti, so it's not that I don't know her. I recalled she didn't have any likes or dislikes with food, and that she liked bacon sweets. That's right, she also took such great care of all the clothes she got as gifts. The information I had wasn't much, but I tried to convey all that I could. He nodded, hearing what I had to say. He then spoke. I feel sorry for her, hearing that she's been living at the church without any parents. Well, even if someone doesn't have any parents, you don't have to feel sorry for them. I apologize if that came out wrong. Could it be that you... Yeah, I don't have any parents either, so I think I know how she feels about it. Sure, it's lonely sometimes. I know I've asked why me before, but I don't want people to feel sorry for me. I mean, I'm happy with how things are. Happy? Why do you say so? I remember my parents just a little. I didn't know back then, but I think my parents' work went bad. We lost all our money, and before I knew it, I was left behind in Strano. I cursed them back then, but I was lucky enough that the Falzone family found me. Oh, Leo, you said the wrong thing to Henry. Don't mention the Falzones. Shh, Leo, back away slowly. It was then I learned how to survive. I am who I am now because the Falzone family boss took me in. So now I can live with pride without my parents. I don't need to worry about food anymore, and I have a warm bed to sleep in at night. That's more than enough reason to be happy. Okay, Henry, if you have to hurt Leo just because he works for the Falzone after he tells you this touching emotional story, there's something seriously fucking wrong with you. There is something so much more wrong with you than Yang. Okay? So scared for Leo. I must say, that's very admirable of you. His kind voice sounded like he was praising me. Great. Now I'm blushing. Oh god, don't hurt him after Leo thinks you're the world of you now, Henry. You've lived your very best all this time. Oh, no, it isn't. But no matter how much you do, you won't go up the ranks in the Falzone. Oh no, Henry's got the angry look on his face. Oh, son of a bitch, run, Leo. And that's how it is there, right? Yeah, well... So, why even do your best? Oh, the music just got dramatic. Wait. It's very quiet. Oh god, it is. It's like... Oh god, yeah. It's so dramatic. Oh god. Oh god, Henry, don't hurt Leo. We were having a good conversation. Oh god. Maybe there are other places that would properly reward you for what you do. It's fine. I just want to repay our boss. To repay Dante for taking me in. But you have so much potential. Potential? Think about it. Berlone isn't the only place in the world. And don't you want to do something besides being in the Mafia? Perhaps live out a childhood dream? Was there anything you dreamed of doing while living with your parents? Well... I want to become the captain of a ship! And I'm gonna sail all over the world! I'll take you with me, Mama, Papa! Fucking little sailor Leo! I just imagine little baby Leo in a little sailor suit. It's so cute! We'll get you a little boat, Leo. You can play with it in the bathtub. So cute. Get him a little playground outside. Henry, don't fucking hurt my precious little baby, okay? Don't hurt my baby boy. Think deeper about your potential. You don't need to end your life in Berlone. Don't you end his life, you motherfucker! I love you so hard. You're so beautiful. Don't touch him. My dreams back when I was a kid. Things were different now, but memories of my happiness from back then came to mind. Somehow it felt painful, and my chest tightened. But I slowly shook my head. Thank you very much, but I left behind my dreams when I was little. What I dream of now is different. Oh. Henry's got the sweet, happy face, but I feel like that's the moment right before he stabs Leo. Seeing his smiling, yet concerned face made me smile as well. Oh god. My stomach is in a knot right now because this is going on and I'm just so scared. You know, maybe one day I'll feel the same way I did before. So I'll do my best until then. With that, we parted ways and I headed back to the Falzone Manor. right. Okay. I'm just so scared. I'm just so scared. Leo. Oh, God. Look, Henry, you can kill anyone else. I will be mad like, you killed Dante, you motherfucker. But I've still loved Yang even after he killed Dante. I was still mad about it. Like, look, they've all killed Yang, basically. Like, look, they've all killed each other, and I've been upset about it. And I've been hurt. And the only time I literally almost borderline cried was when fucking Nicola sacrificed himself for Dante and we had to read his dying monologue. Like, why would you do that to me, game? Okay, but if you hurt Leo, I swear to God, I don't know if I can handle it. I'm almost prepared for it. Like, after that encounter, I'm prepared for it. And if he stabbed him right then and there, it would have been like, but now I'm like, fuck, I'm on edge. My body is tense. Like, my back hurts because I'm like, tense. All my muscles are tense. I'm so scared. I'm not going to be able to sleep anymore. Don't hurt Leo. Look, okay. I will probably, if something happens to Leo, I will literally almost cry. But I will be able to hold it back. I will not ugly cry because I'm afraid of it happening. And it's not going to be like that Seven Scarlet situation where I lost my shit because I didn't see it coming. It happened and you're like, wait, what? And then that end happened. You're, what did you do? What? This is the true ending. Fuck you. Fuck that game, okay? I'm still traumatized. I'm still going to I'm thinking of it and I'm just like, and I have my Seven Scarlet cards up and like, oh, my poor precious baby's sitting right here where I can see him and it hurts me. So look, I might not ugly cry, but it will be fucking hard to maintain composure if fucking Henry hurts Leo, okay? And I just, please God, don't do it. I love Henry, but I don't think I can handle that. I will feel betrayed forever. Like, Henry, I love you, but I can't look at you right now. It's been 4 I don't care. I can't look at you right now. Go in the corner. Again, they've all killed Yang. But then I should just look at it that way. Like, okay, we're just role-playing here. Sure, none of this is real. You're all in the manor. Hi, everybody's friends, and Leo's fine. Anyway. After a short exchange, I hurried off to see Luca. This game gives me all of the feels and things. The doctor injected Luca with some medicine. Luca's fever persisted for a while, but then it slowly began to subside. Finally, by morning, his fever settled. As for the phone, Leo said the line had been cut. It was definitely Henry doing that. He believed it could be someone against the church and the mafia. Henry. Openly doing something against the church would be an insult to God. Who would do such a... Oh, Carol. So Leo felt whoever did it was aiming for a more subtle approach at causing trouble. And who do you think? There's only a handful of people in this town that give a flying fuck less about the church, and that would be Henry and everybody in the Lao Shu. But the Lao Shu is like, why would we bother? Because everybody's against us, and the church is like the neutral ground, right? And even though they don't believe in that, Yang would be like, why the fuck would I cut your phone lines? I'd just come in here and stab you all. Point taken, so high. Default, right? I mean, granted, it could have been anybody, like, in the town who's mad at but the thing is like, nobody really made the connection that we were the girl from the church, but the Visconti's girl until the old man said something, right? I mean, maybe there were some people, but I don't think they're really thinking about that, so it's not like they did it because they're mad at the church. Like, they only kind of made that assumption right then and there, so the line was already cut before that. It's definitely Henry. I looked at Luca's sleeping face, then placed a cool towel on his forehead. And if he dies, then Henry's indirectly responsible for his death, but the kid dies constantly, so I can't really blame Henry all the time. Yes?
Let me watch him now. You get some rest. You haven't slept, have you?
Sister Sophia...
You can use my room. I just changed the sheets for you.
Thank you. Please take care of Luca. I appreciated Sister Sophia's kindness and concern, and decided to leave Luca's side. Bird.
The fuck are you doing? I can hear him. What is he doing? Your bird is weird. Your little bird is weird.
He's playing in the bottom of his cage because he's got papers, like newspapers, and it's just a piece of newspaper flapping around in there because he's underneath it, scratching and doing shit. He's so fucking weird. I'm gonna, like, sneak over here.
What you doing?
He has no clue. All you can see is his tail sticking up out of the corner of the papers.
Hi! What are you doing? You crazy! I didn't mean to scare the shit out of you. I wanted to scare you a little bit, but not that much.
I tapped the paper, but I smacked the cage when I was pulling my hand back out. I can't help it. He's hiding under the papers. I can't help but mess with him. He's so fucking weird. At least he's happy, I guess. He's mean. He's mean as shit. The meanest little fucker, but he's nice to Neelix. He hates me. He's so fucking mean.
He's an angry bird. He's a South Pole bird.
Anyway. Sorry, I could just hear this scritching noise. I'm like, the fuck is going on? Before going to Sister Sophia's room, I found myself heading to the church. God brought us together. I can't do that line! Stop giving me that line to read. I can't read it. His eyes were cold and deep as the darkness. He sounded like he was cursing God. But why? I didn't know much about him, but I did know that he was suffering from something deep inside. The town is rife with riots and people getting injured every day. Things had only taken a turn for the worse. Oh my god, sorry. Alright. I was growing impatient with how things were. Well, it's no use worrying over what I can't do now. I'll simply wait until Wednesday. I'll speak with Dante the next time he visits the church. I spent my days helping with the chores at the church and taking care of the kids. The children seemed happy that I was back at the church again, but...
Sis? How come everyone looks so mean when they're praying here?
Everyone in Berlin is just having a bad day, that's all.
Every day?
Yeah. I'm sure everyone will be fine soon.
Really?
Yes. In fact, a lot of people are doing their best to make the town better now. So, don't you worry.
Okay, that's good to hear.
I promised Dante that I won't do things on my own accord. I kept reminding myself of that. I also wanted to spend more time with the children to ease their worries. I hoped that playing with them would be enough to make them feel a little better. The day finally came. Dante? It was Wednesday morning. I wake up early and went out to the garden. Maybe I came out here too early. Dante was at the graveyard already. Seeing him out here reminded me of when I saw him out here before. Ah! That first beautiful CG. Dante. That was the day he was here with a bouquet to lay upon the grave. Dante finished saying his prayer, then looked at me. Buongiorno, Dante. You're very early today. I don't want the church to be the center of conflict, so I came earlier than usual. Look, okay, Henry, I don't think I can handle if you kill any of them. I love them. I love my boys so much. Dante spoke as if what he was doing was only natural, but I was moved by his concern. I never expected to see the day I could casually converse with the Falzone boss. But ever since I learned I was the Key Maiden, I've become closer to him, and now it wasn't unusual to approach him like this. The church is fine so far, though the children are a little scared. How are you doing lately? Have you been busy? Our clients have been on edge working with us after hearing the rumors here. Some are even saying they don't want to come to Berlin until things settle. And so I've been going to Rome and elsewhere to conduct business. Nicola's taking care of things at the manor in my absence. Hopefully it isn't too stressful, Dante. Seeing that you're here as usual, can I assume things are a bit better now? Usual? Dante tilted his head, hearing my words. He then spoke as if surprised. You knew I'd come here every Wednesday? Oh! I was flustered at Dante's question. I'm sorry if that bothers you. I didn't mean to say I was always watching you. You just sort of stood out. Look, he's so precious! I love Henry, but I love Dante too, and I love Nicola. I love them all my boys. I made time to come here today, and to see how you were doing. Really? I didn't expect him to come here for me. Like, we're getting a little romantic with everyone. This is the harem route. Henry, you're just gonna have to fucking suck it up and join the man harem. Then again, now that I look back, I felt Dante had been caring for me all along. He really is, because he's a squishy marshmallow. Cold on the outside, squishy on the inside. It's hard to tell, though, with the stern expression he always keeps on his face. The mark of the marshmallow. Maybe he really is kind at his core. That's it. Again, the game literally is, this is the marshmallow. He's stern looking on the outside, but kind of soft and squishy at his core. Yeah, exactly. I felt like I could actually talk to him about what was really on my mind. You know, I've been thinking, maybe we can ask Julia a bit more about this Chloe person. I can't say for sure, but I feel like she's deeply involved with the Falzone family and with what's happening now. He looked a bit hesitant, but nodded in agreement. That's fine. I don't have any memories of when I was born in any case, and what we heard before was news to me as well. I suppose I should better understand the Falzone family's history as its leader. Thank you, Dante. I'm glad you agree. I smiled with relief, at which Dante smiled too. Oh, now kiss, goddammit. What? I was on my way to the Falzone's manor with permission from Dante. We discussed a bit before my departure that Orlok would stay behind. He was the only one to be able to deal with an emergency if one were to occur. At first, Orlok wasn't pleased, but wasn't pleased to hear that he would stay behind. I can't read any of this for some reason. I don't know, my brain is broken. At first, Orlok wasn't pleased to hear that he would stay behind, but Dante convinced him by promising to protect me no matter what. Oh, my! Julia looked surprised, seeing us visit the kitchen.
Young Dante, if you have a guest, it's best that you lead them to the salon. I'll prepare some coffee right away.
Thank you, Julia, but we came here because we wanted to talk to you. Julia pursed her lips. It seems she knew what we wanted to ask. I was hoping you could tell us more about that girl that was in the picture, Chloe.
I believe I mentioned this before, but I don't know much about Senora Chloe.
It can be anything, however minor. Is there anything else you might remember?
Young Dante, may I assume you trust our young guest here?
Yes, I'm fine with sharing information about the Falzone family with her. And please continue. She probably knows nothing about all that, you know what I mean? So,
understood. Is Senora Chloe a young...
What did we say we're going to call him? Wrighton? Whatever.
We're living here under the custody of Senor Silvio. I believe I mentioned it before.
Yes.
What I'm going to say is strictly private, even among the Falzone family. In fact, I've never spoken about this to anyone outside of the family. Mind you, I'm not sure if what I'll share will help you, but I'll share everything I know in the hopes that it may offer some insight.
Julia took a slow, deep breath and began to speak.
Senora Chloe Lambert fell in love with Senor Silvio.
Oh. I mean, key maiden, gatekeeper, whatever the fuck. Love? Chloe was my father's lover?
No, Senor Silvio and Senora Chloe were more than 10 years apart in age.
Me just whistling, looking around, because it's not going to be that I'm going to fall in love with Henry, who is more than 10 years my senior. I'm just saying. Right?
Senor Silvio treated her like a younger sister and took very good care of her. By the time Senora Chloe left, he was engaged to your mother, Senora Beatrice.
Oh. Because he took her in to take care of her before he met his wife. So she fell in love with him. He gets married to someone else, and she's like, "What up?" And then that's what drove her crazy. Oh my god, okay, Henry, your sister was fucking nuts. Like... But he could have as many lovers as he wanted, even if he were engaged. Whoa, Dante! Back it the fuck up. Beep, beep, back. Excuse me? The shit that happened in Orlok's tragic ending is nothing compared to the words that just came out of your motherfucking mouth. My, instant reflexes. Slap him across the face. Excuse me? You can have as many lovers as you want before you get engaged, before you get involved. But as soon as you were involved, you fucking wrap it. You fucking put that shit away. You pack it up, motherfucker. God. I know this is the 20s, but hell no. We're progressive. Julia's like, you did not just fucking say that, bitch. Dante. That is the worst fucking thing you have done in this game, is say that. I know what he did in that tragic ending, and it is nothing. I will throw that out, but you did not just fucking say your dad could fuck as many people as he wanted, even if he was engaged. Huh? Excuse me? Okay. Well, you know what? I'm glad you think that way, Dante, because even though we're in love, I'm going to be fucking everybody in this man harem, right? Oh yeah, you don't like that, do ya? Look, the stipulations of coming into the man harem is that we all cuddle together. Okay? But, like, you stays in the man harem. Also, don't do weird. Just no. You don't get to have as many lovers as you want. I can. It's my man harem, my rules. Julia's face is like,
It was a question that lingered in my mind, but you didn't know, did you? Senor Silvio was in love with Senora Beatrice. They weren't married simply because of status and standing. And many, including Senora Beatrice's family, were against their marriage. And yet they loved each other so and were finally wed.
I mean, I guess, like, in Dante's thinking is like, he can have as many lovers as he wants, even if he's engaged, because it's an arranged marriage and we were forced into it. So, like, and that happened too. Well, we're marrying for status, but you got your boyfriends, I got my girlfriend, like, whatever. Like, okay. But, like, it's really just that mentality of men that, like, well, I mean, like, who cares if I got a wife? Like, she better stay fucking, you know, whatever. You're faithful to me, but I can stick my dick wherever I want. I will fucking end you. Look, if you've got an arrangement, you're like an arranged marriage, and you're like, look, she got her boyfriends, you got your girlfriends, and you okay with that shit? Fine. That's your arrangement, and that's cool. But you do not think that you have the right to stick your dick wherever you want while your wife's got to be faithful to you, because otherwise she's a whore. You're a whore! I mean, I guess I'm going to pretend that's what Dante was thinking. It was an arranged marriage. He could have girlfriends, and if mom was cheating, like, Dante, how do you know that you're, like, I mean, probably not the way. He's thinking, like, men can do whatever they want. I'll end you. I own this shit. I run this mafia. All of you. You all answer to me. Worst thing that's come out of your mouth, Dante! Anyway. And so then the reason we have no connections with my mother's side is...
I heard they cut their ties with Senora Beatrice after the marriage.
I don't recall father ever showing any grief after my mother's passing.
Yes, he was a very respectable boss.
Julia closed her eyes as if remembering the old days.
I'm sure you know very well that you can't show any weakness to people as a boss.
It's why Dante always looks cold as ice.
Senor Silvio was also a father. I believe he didn't want to show himself in such great sorrow in front of his son.
But, like, that helps you know that he loved your mother.
Excuse me, I've gotten sidetracked. In any case, I can state for a fact that your father didn't have the same affection for Senora Chloe that she did. Some knew that she looked at Senor Silvio with a longing love, but most simply brushed the situation off as a little crush, fitting for someone her age.
But that wasn't the case, was it? I was compelled to ask her the question because she seemed to imply that was so.
Senora Beatrice and Senor Silvio got married, and soon young Dante was conceived. It was about then that Senora Chloe began to act unusual.
Unusual? As in...
I overheard her speaking with the young
Righton? Is that what we're calling him?
before.
I'm going to marry Silvio! It's our destiny!
But, Chloe, Silvio is already married.
Well, yes, that's true, but I'm tied to him by fate. I mean, she ain't wrong. I'm sure he'll sway to my side one day. No, only if they need to unlock the thing, then he has to have sex with you, but it doesn't have anything to do with love. Which is weird if you think about it. I mean, because then we need to unlock the thing, and my what? Well, I gotta have sex with this young girl, honey, because that's what it says. That's fucking weird! It's weird. It was okay when we were in Dante's route, because you're like, well, we're in love with him, so that's fine. But now when you're here, you're like, this is a little awkward. I mean, it was always awkward, it just didn't occur to me. Like, you know what I mean? It was probably in the back of my mind, but it just... Like, we're in love with Dante, and that's weird, but let's not think of the... But now we're here with the... And you're like, yeah, okay. No. That made no sense, but you knew what I was talking about. It was sad.
Chloe...
Silvio's simply being misled to believe he's actually in love with her. I know that for a fact. That has to be it.
It brought shivers down my spine. I could easily tell that what she was saying was something she truly believed. As soon she started to giggle, looking up at the sky, and would wander the mansion aimlessly throughout the day and night. And then one day she caused enough trouble that a maid was assigned to keep her watch over her.
She was detained?
Indeed, but we let her meet young Righton freely whenever she wanted. And knowing how grave the situation was, Senor Silvio sought to send them to another Falzone family member through adoption. It was around then that Senora Chloe escaped from the manor. She was found dead a few days later. She fell from the cliff into the sea.
She threw herself, probably.
Young Righton was sent out for adoption after the funeral. And Senor Silvio thought it would only make it difficult for him to live at the manor.
And he's thinking they killed my sister, which, I mean, okay. Yes and no. Technically, it was their fault she went crazy because it wasn't really their fault, but they're the reason she went crazy because she was in love with him and it was an unrequited love. But it's not really Silvio's fault or the Mafia's fault that she went. If someone threw her off a cliff to get rid of her, possibility. But also then you're thinking you're blaming them for that, and then they basically abandon you. You're adopted out, like they get rid of you, thinking it's going to be easier for you, but you don't know that, you know? I mean, okay. Do you know which family adopted him?
He was one of the servants in the family. I'm not sure what happened after that.
I didn't expect such a tragedy to happen here. I decided to break the silence. Thank you for the information, Julia.
It's no problem. I hope that what I shared can help you. And now that aside, young Dante, you must be tired from all your travels.
It's like the music was dun-dun-dun, and I was like, do-do-do-do-do, happy.
I made some
Macedonia?
filled with your favorite berries.
Macedonia is like a country, isn't it? Something, I don't know.
A common Italian chilled dessert made with seasonal fruits. Its name alludes to the diversity of people in ancient Macedonia.
Yeah, that was a place. It was a thing. Like,
I'll prepare a portion for you, so please rest in the salon.
No, I need to get going. I have to take her back to the church.
Oh, if that's the case, why don't you both enjoy some together? I did make a great deal of it.
Dante doesn't say anything. Hold on. Save. This is our save point. I know we're over time, but I can't help it. Like, oh wait, we gotta go down here. We have to save before this choice for a bad ending.
Do 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 do.
Okay, so do you mind if I stay? If it isn't too much of a bother, do you mind if I join? I'd like to speak with you a bit more. If we leave, stabbed! I suppose. But it's better that we head to my office. The salon can get busy.
Understood. I'll bring your dolce to the office. What would you like to drink?
May I ask for an espresso? I felt like drinking something strong like an espresso after hearing Julia's story. Same for me, please. What?
My dear, perhaps you should have something else. I know you're nervous having such a lovely guest, but forcing yourself isn't good for you.
You don't like espresso, Dante? He looks sad. He's like, what? I like sugary things. Stop it. You don't need to worry about me. By all means, please drink what you like. I always prefer having a sweet cafe latte, but I simply felt like an espresso today. It's fine. An espresso, Julia.
Understood. I don't see why you need to worry about how others see you, because I'm so cute!
Julia! She's like, you have to be hard. You're so squishy on the inside. He really is. Julia.
Yes, I understand. I'll assume our gentleman here knows how to properly escort the fine lady to his office. And that would be what's expected, especially for an adult such as yourself.
Dante's blushing. I love it. He's so cute. And Julia's embarrassing him. This is adorable. Oh, thank you, Dante. Dante extended his arm out to me and I hesitantly took hold of it. He's like, oh my god, I love it. Oh my god, this is the best place to end it. That is one of the greatest moments. Oh my god, I love it so much. Alright, anyway, so I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.